Time with feeling.
This time with feeling as we head back into game number 2. Zath, their backs against the wall, have opted to skip flagships yet again. What are they fielding?
Yeah, well, I'm curious to see what they do with the ships they brought. They've got Medusko in a Z42, Elbard in a unique upgrade Elbing, Misa in again a Z42, Dino is in a Goliath, Pro Streamer, having played Wooster last game, says, I don't mind that, but please give me a smoke. And so now he's taking a Janan with all the torpedo stuff, including Pack a Punch. Wow. And even has the buffed fire chance.
Yes.
Wow. Interesting. And then we've got Fairy with the Brisbane. And finally, Deepest Dungeon says, I'm tired of that toy. I want a new toy. And he is bringing with him the British super ship, Devastation.
Rule Britannia plays softly in the background, Zath. Let's have a look at the ELSR lineup. Speaking of Rule Britannia, have a look at the ELSR battleship they are bringing. One of their own, fielding a Conqueror here. We had discussed back on day 1 how it felt like Conqueror was a pretty cheap price point in the in the list, and it wouldn't be surprising if we saw more of them. And well, here we are. Triple destroyer lineup for them. We've got Triarch here in an Attilio Regalo, all the range she can pack in. Dog Punch in a Yang, that is a radar Yang headed towards the middle of the board. And then Professor Luga in a Z42. We're looking at Suki now in a Minotaur, that is a radar minnow. Curiously, no smoke. I guess they're going to rely on the island cover.
Look at Suki's build. This is a COTS ready build, everybody.
Oh, no.
Screenshot this.
Oh, no.
Screenshot this.
Suki's gone for
COTS ready build.
No captain skills whatsoever. So he built modules, but no captain skills. So I don't even know what his detection is. It's going to be closer to 10.5, 10.8, something like that. That's going to hurt.
Be able to stealth radar.
That's going to hurt. Conqueror build, mostly survivability, not surprising. Have a look at Ayase's Clausewitz heading over to C. Just a solid cruiser build there. And then Yilu's Goliath headed over towards A. So the Minotaur in the middle of the board, Zath, feels really strange because neither of these destroyers that he's paired with has smoke except the Regalo, and he's not close enough to take advantage of that. Regalo's too quick.
No, and if I'm Suki and I've realized that I forgot the captain skills, I am going to find an island. But he's out in the middle of the open, so maybe he hasn't noticed it yet.
Well, it's a much more traditional kind of, how would you phrase this, right? I've got like a 1-4-2 split here kind of for these guys, for them. Let's see how this thing works.
Misa's Hydro picks up both of ELSR's destroyers.
Yeah, Triarch's going to take some punishment from the Goliath. No, the shells all fall astern. The the Clausewitz shells on Mixa do not fall astern, however. Minotaur radar going up for Mixa now. Now they can see Suki in the middle of the board. Dog Punch reversing back. Going to take some Goliath punishment there. Yeah. Mixa getting hammered again as well. Deepest on all of the HE, all of the deep water torpedoes. Slowing down. I'm going to be really curious to see how many of these torpedoes land home. Looks like none. He's kind of pulled the handbrake back here.
Yep. Remember, Conqueror's got pretty darn good concealment. It's got the super heal as well. Same thing with Devastation. The HE, where you're just like, I don't really need to think. I just fire predominantly that one shell type. Well, and now the Minotaur, Suki using island cover to just start farming Deepest's health out. ELSR basically surrendering A for free, really focusing on this line of islands through here, right? They've got a lot of ships around the picket fence of islands that separate C and B from the rest of the map. Yeah, Deepest just took a guesstimate shot, was way off, but got spotted because of that. Now he's being farmed a little bit longer from this Minotaur. I'm really surprised he hasn't used a super heal yet. He's got plenty of them available. Should be able to get maximum usage out of it. Finally goes dark right there. He wants to... Nope, he's spotted again. He wants to get his heal going. There we go. Now he's got it available again sooner. Minotaur comes out. Yeah, but... That's what he's doing. He's expecting the Minotaur to come out, so he's shooting when he thinks the Minotaur's coming out. Yeah, but Suki was still unspotted in there.
So
Yeah.
it was total blind shot. Deepest going to get back a bunch of HP, but catching another fire there.
Hmm.
Big push by ELSR up the 7-8 line. Regalo and Yang almost into the B cap. Mixes long-range Hydro about to run out for a spell. Clausewitz trading blows with Dino Gaming's Goliath over here on the 10 line. That's Ayase.
Yeah, and I mean that's a fight Dino wants to take.
Absolutely. Well, if I'm Ayase, that devastation is in a terrifying spot. The AP salvo could just ruin him. He takes an AP salvo at Triarch instead and comes up empty. I think he was blind firing in the Regalo smoke.
Deepest is continuing to do that. I think he's trying to just get that one hero shot that impacts the game, but
well,
just shoot at the one guy that you know you can hit.
Deepest dodged a bunch of Deepwater Torps earlier, but he's not going to be able to dodge this salvo coming in. He's going to take at least 2 of these. Big hits there on devastation. The British battleships do not like torpedoes. As now the Yang, that's Dog Punch, into the bottom of B.
Oh! Look at that white bar.
Suki getting dumped right through the bow. Really surprised to see that. I'm surprised he allowed himself to get spotted. Pops a heel, tries to duck into cover, but the Goliath AP coming in now. Nothing doing.
Yeah, unfortunately for them, they're not able to convert this into a kill. Big hit nonetheless.
Yep.
And Suki has far less heal ability moving forward.
Deepest burns heal number 2. As the Yu Yang radar looking for Mixa in this smoke, going to pick him up right about... He's staying just ahead of it, almost as if he can see the line.
Well, when you know the range, you just play around that range, right?
Yep. Take a blind fire at the Regalo. Coming up empty. One of the best Regalo games I've seen in a while, watching Triarch work in tandem with Dog Punch. They're going to get the Minotaur, Zath. Minotaur's going to burn out right here. Yep. First blood going to them here in game 2. ELSR pushing hard, picking up the B cap, but unable to keep their COTS ready Minotaur on the board, Zath.
Well, you know, we love game 3s, and that's something that them needed.
Well, it's not
to help get to a game.
I was going to say it's not a done deal yet. The ELSR still has a lot of board control. I think what surprises me, Zath, is that they haven't kind of rotated everybody back behind the picket fence to sort of defend the B and the C cap. You still got Yilu's Goliath over here all by himself in the southwest on the of the A cap. He's pushing back in. And the Conqueror and the Z42 have turned around as well.
Yep. I think what they're trying to do is pincer this group on this one side. And they know that there's 3 ships over here. They've got 4. So, actually, no, it's
3v3, really.
3-on-3.
Deepwater Torps looking for pro streamers. Janan coming up empty. Those Torps may yet have an impact on Deepest, but I'll bet he maneuvers to avoid them. Janan should be ducking into this cap here in a moment. The Regalo, Triarch, all the way on the 10 line. They're desperately trying to farm out DNO's Goliath, who's down to his last heal 40 seconds away.
Yeah, they're doing a really good job on it, actually.
Yeah, and big devastation salvo coming in looking for the Clausewitz. Nothing doing. Yilu pushing back into the A-cap. Medzuko on 1,000 HP and spotted. Probably going to go out the next time Yilu pulls the trigger here. Should do it right here. And they get him. So big kill.
I'm curious about that.
Yep, big kill for ELSR here in the A-cap.
Luger was spotted making his way to A before, so they had to have known that this 42 is coming. So I'm just surprised to see that he sat there and got himself hydroed, but we have the all-seeing eye, so.
Yep, exactly. DNO able to escape, slither away on the edge of the map on 9,000 HP. As the Clausewitz, that's Ayase, burning a heal back up to 40,000 HP or so, just trying to get whatever damage he can as he rotates south.
You know what's interesting is Dino is choosing not to use that last heal. He's going to keep it in reserve, try to get as much mileage out of it as he can.
It's not a bad play.
I agree, and I also like how ELSR is like, you know what, we're not going to chase anymore, and they're heading the opposite direction.
They're rotating back. 10 minutes to play, and it's still a very close game. ELSR working a 30-point lead here. Technically, they win in 3 minutes, assuming nothing changes, but something's going to change.
Yeah. Dog Punch has got an island in front of him, but he's able to get out because Misa stopped.
All kinds of speculative torpedoes going back to the B cap, hoping they can catch the Janan sleeping.
Mm-hmm.
And they've rotated deepest back to mid to try and deal with this Conqueror Goliath push. Eobard having wrapped all the way around down. Look where Eobard is over on the one line. They're trying to get spots on the Goliath so the devastation can finish him off.
Speaking of, Triarch just looked like a torpedo or something. He is extremely low.
He may have
for a bit.
He's unlit for the moment.
Yeah. That was a close one.
Goliath still surviving here, sitting in the A cap as the Brisbane trying to push in. It's a very narrow, very tenuous lead here for ELSR. They have a couple or three very low ships clinging to life. Yulu's next heal is coming up soon. 2 seconds.
I'm really surprised Dungeon isn't just turning and shooting.
Well, he is now.
Just using his bow turrets.
Yilu managing.
Too late.
Yep. Yilu managing to weather the heel as they drive Ferry's Brisbane into the A cap to hold those points back. So here we are.
Misa goes down.
They grab Misa. That's a big kill.
Yeah.
That's a big kill. So ELSR with just the right amount of aggression here has worked out to almost a 200-point lead. Trying to make it stick here. 90 seconds to a win in game 2.
Yep. Still not enough to kill this Goliath. You got Eobard trying to get AP shells from the butt.
They've finally got the flat plate here on the Goliath.
Yeah, with the rear from the Elbing.
Yeah, that little flat transom stern. The Elbing is able to hit it, but Elbing is just accurate enough. He's able to hit it. They're going to get Yilu right here.
Yeah, look at all those holes right there.
Brilliant. Outstanding.
It is brilliant, but it still took 3 ships to kill one.
It took a long time. Yilu kept him tied up in the A cap. Now the Brisbane radar coming up. They're trying to catch Luger in the smoke. They do. Deepest on his last legs here. His last heel a little ways off. See if he gets anything out of this AP salvo. About half
but not enough.
About half of Luger's remaining HP here. Them flips the A cap back. And they grab the kill. Big points. That flips the lead. And now them wins in 90 seconds. I feel like it's on the Conqueror to make a play, Zath.
Yeah, Deepest pulls his heel up just in the nick of time.
The ELSR desperately trying to find a way to kill this devastation.
I mean, I don't think they can unless Deepest comes out, but he knows not to do that.
Dog punches Yang, racing for the B cap. He's got 60 seconds to step in there.
Look at Pro Streamer backing up.
Yep. Solid hit there from 89.52 on the Eobard's Elbing.
This is the part, if I'm Dino's behind an island. If I'm Dino, I'm coming out right now and just popping the heel and just saying, yeah, what are you going to do about me?
30 seconds for ELSR to find a way to win in a game that they have fought hard for. They are going to step onto the A cap. It's going to get them an extension. Now we're going to see Conqueror versus Devastation.
Ooh,
Devastation with a big hit. They can't afford a trade here. A trade does not help them. 89.52 can't angle to everywhere at once. I'm surprised he hasn't turned. He's about to get Citadel, Zaf.
Yeah, I think he knows it. 17 seconds to go.
He's about to get Citadel right off the board. Is it going to happen in time for the Yang to step onto the cap? He does. He dies, and that's the game. Man. Woo!
Bum, 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 bum.
Wow. What a hard fought game. But them comes away with the win to force a game 3.
Woo, game 3.
Wow. That's a hell of a series.
Yeah, this was
Very back and
amazing to
forth.
cover. So much back and forth. I don't know about you, man. I kept on moving the camera.
Oh,
What's
you
going
can't
on
keep
here?
up.
What's going on there?
You
Yeah,
love
absolutely
matches where there's action in every theater and you just can't keep up. Those are almost
Right.
always really, really good matches.